The wife of Frederick of Denmark was forced to retreat following her recent accession to the Danish throne as queen consort. Mary of Denmark took her new position as queen consort very steadfastly, and her popularity has been growing ever since. The scandal involving her husband Frederick of Denmark and Genevieve Casanova undoubtedly took its toll on her. For the better. After months in the eye of a hurricane following the release of footage of a secret meeting between the monarch and the Mexican, the coronation of Estée and Mary Donaldson as queen consort put everything in its place. At least for the royal couple. Now the wife of Frederick X is again in the media spotlight for breaking the promise she made before taking over the Danish royal house. Margrethe's renunciation in favor of her son continues to bear fruit. It is now known that the monarch's decision to postpone the proclamation was motivated not only to clear up any remnants of the petticoat mess with Frederick in the leading role. This would also be aimed at dissuading Mary of Denmark from keeping her word. To understand this statement, we need to go back to September 2022. It was then that the Queen Emeritus decided to strip 4 of her 8 grandchildren of their prince status. More precisely, the descendants of her son Joachim. On one side are Felix and Nicholas, the fruit of his marriage to Alexander Manly, and Enrique and Athena, born of his union with Marie Cavalier. Marguerite's decision to strip the 4 young men of their titles, which was not without criticism, came into force last year. As of January 1, 2023, 4 former princes were reduced to Counts of Montpezat. No more. They say that with this step, the last monarch of Europe wanted to prevent Frederick of Denmark from starting his reign by dragging this brown. Joachim's illness was more than devastating, and he tried to express his displeasure to the media. The wayward son of Margaret II decided to permanently move his residence from Copenhagen to Washington. The Empress had to back down and publicly ask for forgiveness for causing such concern to her son. However, she in no way changed her position and confirmed the need to lighten the monarchy. The crisis that arose in the Danish crown after the decision of Margaret II was the trigger that put into action the promise of Mary of Denmark. This situation only worsened the already difficult relationship between the brothers Friedrich and Joachim, who had been at peace since their youth. Realizing this, the new queen consort, on her own initiative, agreed that her young children, 13-year-old Josephine and Vincent, also renounce their titles as princes. This was intended to ease the existing tension between the brothers, while also attempting to end their rivalry with Marie Cavalier, their daughter-in-law. Mary's accession to the throne as queen consort interrupted her initial good wishes. While it is true that the 2 young children are not meant to be Frederick of Denmark's heirs, they are indeed part of the royal family. And thus, preserving the institution means preserving the status of princes for the siblings of the successor, 18-year-old Christian.